See children, congruent objects. This flower and all these flowers, they are all congruent to each other. They are exactly of the same size and shape. Congruent object. See students, this object during the Diwali vacation we had decorated outside our flat all these objects. So now as you can see, this object and this object exactly equal, same size, same shape, and here this lamp and this lamp also exactly of the same size and shape. So they are called as congruent objects. Now see this floor. This is the example of a square where each side, first, second, third, fourth, each side is of same length. But we are talking about congruent objects. So this floor and this square, I will give the mathematical word to it, square, and another square. Now they both are having same size and shape. Similarly here also if you see, another square, same size and shape. So this floor is actually the examples of all the squares, and each and every square is of the same size and shape, same length. So these are all examples of congruent object, that is congruent squares. We can give the mathematical term to it, congruent squares. See students, life is all about congruent objects in our day-to-day life. See this all four objects, they are congruent to each other. Here this two, here. See, they are exactly of the same size and shape. This all. And here also this plates if you see. And see these two objects, how beautiful they look. And they are also congruent in this also. Inside if you see these glasses, life is all about mathematical concept. It's all about congruency. See how nicely we can decorate our homes by these objects. See this here also, all these congruent objects. Here if you see this two tiffins, and here inside if you see, these all things we use for putting oil during big celebrations, Diwali celebrations and all, Ganpati festivals. We are keeping these things inside and we are using it when we need the most, especially during festivals, during puja, Satyanarayan puja and all. Now see this object, how beautifully the decoration is done outside it. We have used the concept of congruent objects. See here, all they look, though the color is different, but the length is same only for all. So for decoration purposes everywhere, we are using the concept of congruency. See here, right? Now see these two bottles. These two bottles are also of the same size and shape, examples of congruent object. And here these two bottles, if you see, water bottles are also of the same size and shape, example of congruent object. Now if you see the tiles here, these are all examples of congruent objects. See, they are all squares of the same length. Length is same for all the squares. See how beautiful is our home. It's all about application of maths in our day-to-day life. See students, to decorate our house, what all things we use. Now this object and this object, it is exactly of the same size and shape. See here, this object. So they are the examples of congruent objects which we are using in our day-to-day life to make our home more beautiful. Now these two objects, if you see, they are also of the same size and shape. Color is little different, but size and shape, they are same. So they are the examples of congruent objects. Now see this object and this object. Exactly same size and shape. Example of congruent object. And as you can see, this elephant here and this one. Exact same size, same shape. Example of congruent object.